Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup Minutes, late by Nats, during 21st, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start it off at a Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Tampa Bay Rays in the first round. Evolve. Three-game series at Fenway Park here. And the Tampa Bay Rays got on the board first on a Brandon Guy home run on fly ball to left center field. That makes it 1-0 in favor of the Tampa Bay Rays. And then Red Sox Jones tech play call in the field was upheld. Evan Luckworth doubles on a line drive to center fielder Jackie Barry Jr. That scores Mickey Mahatukin was 2-0 in favor of the Tampa Bay Rays. And then Logan Forsythe singles on a line drive to first baseman Travis Shaw that scores Evan Longoria and was 3-0 in favor of the Tampa Bay Rays in the top of the first. And then bottom of the fourth. Rocco singles on a short ground ball, and center fielder Kevin Kiermaier scores Trevor Shaw. Sox cut the Tampa Bay lead to 3-1, and then bottom of the seventh. Xander Bogaerts doubles on a fly ball, and center fielder Kevin Kiermaier scores Mickey Betts and Dustin Pedroia at third base, and it was 3-2 in favor of the Rays. 31st double for Xander Bogaerts that David Ortiz grabs it to shortstop as Drew compared to first baseman James Loney that scores Pedroia, and it was 3-3 to score as Xander Bogaerts sped to third base. And then Trevor Shaw out of the sacrifice fly. The right fielder Brendan Gaudens goes Xander Bogaerts and was 4-3 in favor of the Red Sox in the bottom of the seventh, but not for long. Grady Sosmore doubles on the line to drive. The left fielder Wesley Consider that scores Richie Schaefer and John Jaso. And Brendan Gaudens third base was 5-4 in favor of the Tampa Bay Rays. And then Logan Forsythe out of the sacrifice fly. The right fielder Mickey Betts that scores Brendan Guyer in. And Grady says more to third base. 6-4 favor of the Tampa Bay Rays. But then, beyond me, Xander Bogaerts hits a grand slam to left field that scores Bogaerts, Barry Jr., Mookie Betts, and Justin Pedroia as 8-6 Red Sox through 8. But then, Richie Schaefer hits a homer, but the Boston Red Sox prevail as they hold off the Tampa Bay Rays for an 8-7 victory as they improve their record to 72-37 in the season as G-Machi got the save, Brandon Gomes got the loss, and Bradley Ross got the save. Sox Rays grab the second of a four-game series at Fenway Park with Henry Holmes in the man for the Red Sox ball. Matt Waterman for the Tampa Bay Rays. Alright, looking at other scores around the majors in this late Monday night here. Top of the ninth, Chicago Cubs leading the Milwaukee Brewers 9-5. Top of the ninth, Houston Astros are leading the Los Angeles Angels 6-3. Top of the ninth. Middle zone, Pittsburgh Pirates are leading the Colorado Rockies 6-3. Top of the fourth, Arizona Diamondbacks, Los Angeles Dodgers are tied at 2. Chicago White Sox shut out the Detroit Tigers 2-0 in the first game, then 3-2 by the White Sox in the second game. Here, Toronto Blue Jays, New York Yankees 4-2. New York Mets over the Atlanta Braves 4-0, and St. Louis Cardinals over the Cincinnati Reds 2-1. How about those Red Sox? Alright, Monday Night Football here. 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. New York Jets leaded the Indianapolis Colts 17-7 here. Is the first quarter. Eric Decker, a 60-yard pass for Brad Fitzpatrick. And it was 7-0 in favor of the New York Jets. And then Nick Folk kicks a 35-yard field goal to make it 10-0 in favor of the Jets in the second quarter. Then Dante Moncrief, 26-yard pass by Andrew Luck, and it makes it 10-7 in favor of the Jets in the fourth quarter. Then Brandon Marshall, 15-yard pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick as the New York Jets have a 17-7 lead here with about 6:15 left in the fourth quarter as Ryan Fitzpatrick, 21 for 33 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception here. And Andrew Luck, 16 for 31 for 213 yards, 1 TD and 2 picks. Alright, let's take a look at some sports news in this late Monday night here. St. Louis Cardinals trying to hang on in the National League Central title. Now they have to do it without all-star catcher Yadier Molina for the rest of the regular season with a thumb injury. El Segundo, California. The Zamboni was doing that thing between on-ice sessions at Los Angeles Kings training camp last Friday afternoon that the conversation between three Kings fans moved to off-ice matters. Defending NASCAR champ Kevin Harvick is in a tough spot. It's a big week for Davis Cup tennis, and not only because Britain is back in the final for the first time in 37 years, and Belgium for the first time in 111 years. Fayetteville, Arkansas coach Brett Bielema fired back at Cliff Kingsbury Monday, suggested a Texas Tech coach had done something very, very weird at bringing up old comments following the Red Raiders winning over the Razorbacks. Paris Yannick Noah, the last freshman to win a Grand Slam tournament, was appointed as the country's Davis Cup captain on Monday. Rex Ryan took the blame for the Bills' 40-32 loss to the Patriots, saying this loss is squarely on one man's shoulders. Columbus, Ohio State coach Urban Meyer is still ready to establish a pecking order among the Buckeyes quarterbacks, but he still doesn't know exactly how it will look moving forward. The story of this Washington National season does not begin in spring training on a public day in Vera, Florida, on when pitchers and catchers took for the field for the first time. Milwaukee Brewers hired 30-year-old David Stearns on Monday to take over as general manager as Stearns replaces Doug Melvin, a baseball lifer, and that last man was Demedan following a 13-year tenure. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama caught fire after last season's loss to Mississippi, winning not until the college football playoffs. If you look to the recent panel for the 2016 World Cup of Hockey in Toronto, populated by Sidney Crosby and Drew Doughty, by Anthony Kubov and Henrik Lundqvist, by Daniel Chara and Steven Stamkos, and wonder where David Pastrnak fit in. As the Boston Bruins see a abundant leader in David Pastrnak. And California, if John Gibson ends up in minors later this month, at least Anaheim Ducks promised Gold will take the cover of the big new contract with him into San Diego as the Ducks signed John Gibson to a 3-year extension. Colts quarterback Monte Davis suffered a concussion on Monday night's game against the New York Jets. Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago's Attorney General signed documents on for his potential quarter with the U.S. And Senator Tristan Thompson and the Cavaliers are still in contract. A past ESPN reported as the team is offering $80 million over 5 years, while Thompson wants a maximum of $94 million. And that is going to be for Sports One of the Slate Monday nights, September 21st, 2015. Please have a good night. See you tomorrow, right for the Red Sox and the Rays game. Good night.